This is Louise for MMA Crazy, and I'm here with Nick Hein. Now, Nick, you've been on all of the Germany cards. How does this compare this time around?
I think the excitement is so big because it's the first. Before the last events, I always saw the feeling of the fans and the media, and everything was rising. But every time you heard the arena weren't sold out, it was like. It seems like we are like in a microcosmos, in a micro universe. It's not the same. Now the event was sold out like I don't know how many weeks beforehand, and man, I was so proud of that because it shows like it's working, it's developing. So yeah, I'm really curious how it feels like to fight in a sold out arena.
And obviously it's the first time it's going to be on German TV, right?
Yes, on free TV. Yeah, it's like all the things come in place like at one particular date suddenly, and it's, to be honest, I didn't really expect that it would go like this so fast, but it does, and I'm just happy.
So talk a little bit about your opponent, Tae Hyun Bang. What did you think of him as being your next opponent for this card?
I was excited because I know that he is somebody that pushes the pace, and I believe to bring out my best I need to be challenged, and he's definitely somebody that challenged me. I just heard he big mouthed and said he's going to knock me out with one punch. We're going to see about that on Saturday, and I like people that try to push me because that gives me, because I'm really like let's say a sensitive guy. I really if somebody's nice to me, I have no feeling like that I want to do him harm. But if somebody is loudmouth, man, he needs to be shut down.
So talk about the preparations on the run up to this fight. Obviously you've spent time in LA, so how has that been different, and how do you feel mentally going into this fight?
I feel that question is like a tricky question because basically the answer is always the same, but the difference is sometimes you mean it and sometimes you don't believe it, and I believe in this answer this time. I know what we worked on, and we had so much time and the opportunity to pay attention to stuff that I didn't pay attention in former camps. I worked with a new coach that was willing to use his time for this project. And nobody that is in a rush or has different agendas going on. So I sometimes when it goes to the fight and I tend to be a little nervous, I take myself back and I'm like, man, seriously, what could you have done better? I mean, what? And then it's like, yeah, right. And this is something that gives me the confidence.
So will this be a permanent move for you going forward?
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Los Angeles and Anthony Hardong is something I really want to do. So yes, I'm looking forward for that.
And then just finally, how do you feel the Hamburg crowd is going to respond to you on Saturday, and how do you see things going down?
I can just imagine, and I'm to be honest, I like to think of that many times, especially when we went to the Barclaycard Arena, and I know a majority of the people that is, or let's say a big part. Majority is always so cocky, but a big part of the people that are there are going to cheer for me. And knowing that the card is sold out, it's I'm really curious how it's going to be. I'm also a little bit at my first fight in the UFC when I didn't even know how it is to fight in front of more than 300 people.
Okay, well, we look forward to seeing it on Saturday. Thank you very much. Thanks.